Talk about metabolic flexibility, and I agree with you. I think you can't really fast if you don't have that, because you're going to fall victim to those cravings and those temptations that you haven't been able to tame yet. So what is metabolic flexibility for somebody who's like, what the heck is that? What's kind of your easy definition of that?
Yeah, it's ability to burn both fat and sugar for fuel. So all babies are born with this state. I mean, babies are producing ketones when they're little for proper neurological development, whether they're breastfed or not. I mean, what's added to many formulas are MCT oils and different healthy fats, because it is needed. Babies do need to spend time in ketosis when they're little. And that birthright is lost because of this genetic epigenetic mismatch. So researchers estimate that the majority of our genetics haven't changed in 10,000 years, but yet look at our world. I mean, it's changed so much in such a finite period of time. So what we are doing with intermittent fasting, and specifically when you're pairing it with a clean, cyclical ketogenic diet, the way that I advocate for people to do it during it is decreasing that chasm between genetics and epigenetics. So your body, your life can be more in alignment with how your body operates. So this disordered relationship that we have with our world, that our genes are living in this brave new world, we're paying a price for it. And 80% of the United States has a massive blood sugar problem. They're somewhere on that insulin resistance spectrum. That's the poster child for metabolic inflexibility or metabolic rigidity, where they're hangry, weight loss resistance, fatigue, cravings, that type of stuff. But then you look at things like other chronic inflammatory problems, like autoimmune problems. 50 million Americans have an autoimmune disease, and the mental health epidemic that's going on. And I talk about in the book that we need to stop separating mental health from physical health. That mental health is physical health. Our brain is part of our body, so let's not just sort of relegate it to some sort of separate, ethereal thing. It's physiological, and many times it's inflammatory, and there's things going on in this whole field of research looking at how inflammation is impacting how our brains work. All of that stuff are really different spokes on the wheel, different aspects of it, but largely a nation that is really struggling with metabolic inflexibility. So but the good news is that these are largely reversible, improvable, manageable, overcomable, healable things. So that's what I'm talking about, metabolic inflexibility and metabolic flexibility. So we want people to burn both fat and sugar, be keto adapted or fat adapted,